Yo, what's happening, people? It's really sunny in London at the moment. You're looking at, I would say, over easily 28 degrees. It is the 15th of July and it's 5 minutes to 2, and I'm about to do a late bee inspection, and I have the luxury of having my beehive in the shade, so you know, I've got some time to play with. I know it's quite late, but obviously I've got my beehive in the shade, so it plays a big factor. Looking forward to it because I've obviously put my super box on last week, so I'm really excited to see if the bees have put the honey up into the super box and the super frames, so it's going to be really exciting. Yeah, let's get on with it. Okay guys, don't know if you can see me. Pull you back there. Hope you're comfortable in your seats. Hope you got your popcorn ready. Yeah, so I'm just going to open up the beehive as standard. Just going to give them a puff of smoke. Should be alright. You know what I really hate? I really hate that my smoker goes off, and it's just so irritating. And sometimes I can't actually see through this netting, but what I've learned is to keep a box of matches beside me just in case. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions, just let me know. Pop it in the comment box, something I can look at, that'd be grand. So yeah, I'm gonna take this super. I'm gonna check this super, which I put on last week. Let's see what the developments have been. Pretty excited. Come with me. What do we have in this super? Well, they've certainly been busy bees. It looks as if yeah, they're doing their thing. So we shall have a look and see if there's any developments there. Just gonna have a look. I did actually delay putting my super on because I heard that my fellow beekeepers at my apiary had to wait 2 weeks until the bees went up into the super box, but mine just went straight in there because they obviously needed the space, and they took to the super very quick, so I'm glad about that. Just gonna have a look. So yeah, they're just building these frames up, and it's nice to handle some super frames which aren't heavy just yet. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly just have a gander through and just have a look and see what they've been up to. You could see from this frame that they're just doing some transferring of honey, and they're gonna eventually cap that off. So they're slowly working away, doing their thing. a good tip for the super is, when you're putting the frames, keep a little bit of a gap, not too much, just a little bit like that, and you'll get perfect perfect frames which will which they'll build out nicely with plenty of wax and stuff. Oh, this is a perfect example of them transferring honey. Look at that. Can you see all of that? They got some honey in there, and they're really working hard, and I really do appreciate that. It's nice to have a little gander through, you know. Oh, and this is amazing because look, this is actually comb which they have made themselves. I only put a strip. Can you see that strip at the very top? It's a strip of wax which I put, and they've built that out, and that's just incredible. Look at that, mamma mia, that is amazing. I wouldn't have thought that I'd ever see this in my beehive, but that's just a piece of art, isn't it? That's put a massive smile on my face. Oh, and they've done it with the second one, which I done it with the second frame with a single piece of wax strip which I put in, and they're building that out nicely. So just keeping these bees really busy. Oh, and this seems like a very heavy frame. They've started transferring the honey in. Look at that. Can you see that? It's just so hip hop, man. So yeah, they're doing a grand job, aren't they? Put that there. Oh. Yeah, same with this one. Building out, doing a transfer. Hopefully they'll start capping off. I'm just glad that I've got a super on. I'll be lucky to get one frame, and one frame of honey for this year. I'll be happy with that. If they do that for me, I'll have a smile on my face. If there's anything more than that, that's a Brucey bonus. But yeah, they're doing really well. The bees are doing what they're doing. Just gonna give a bit of a clean. They've built this frame out really well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shuffle the frames about, because some of the frames haven't even been touched. So just going to do a bit of a shuffle. Put that one there. Put this one in the middle. I'm going to take this one. And I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is, I learnt this from a fellow beekeeper at my apiary. Just keep a bit of a gap between the frames. Not too much, not too little. And you should, ideally, what should happen is, you shouldn't have a gap at the front. of the box. It should be just evenly spaced, if that makes any sense to you. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Bit of a gap between the frames should work a treat. So I'm happy with that. My smoker's gone out again, so I'm just going to relight it. Bit of a smoke, bit of smoke, just to settle them. Bit of smoke that's in the entry point. And now what I'm going to do is take the queen excluder off. No, actually, I'm going to take the box off, the super box, and put that to one side. It's quite heavy actually, even though it's empty. The super box is quite heavy, which is quite surprising. So my queen excluder looks a bit like this, if you can see. It's full of wax. Right, so puff of smoke, just to let them know that I'm coming in. Hopefully I'll be able to do some kind of inspection. Last time when I was actually putting on my super, I couldn't do an inspection because I felt as if the frames were too heavy to handle, so I just took the safest option and just put the super on. So now we're going in, and they really stuck down the queen excluder with propolis, and it's just crazy. It takes so much effort. You can see how much effort I've got to put in to even get the queen excluder off. It's bonkers, isn't it? I'm just gonna try looking for the queen and make sure the queen isn't there. So come with me, let's have a look. You can see there's plenty of honey, there's plenty of comb there. It's going to be very difficult for me to handle the frames, but I'm going to try doing my best to do an inspection. Have a gander through, have a look around, play Columbo. So yeah, I'm going to have a look and see what's it been like. Just give them a puff of smoke. Have a bit of a clean out if I can. It looks pretty full in it, I'm not going to lie. And as predicted, it's full of honey. That's just crazy, isn't it? Look at that. It's crazy. And this hive is actually developing pretty well. I like it. I like what you girls are doing. I hate these rubber gloves though. Need to buy another pair. Yeah, I'm gonna just try looking for the queen as well. Let's have a look. Look around. I'll put this to one side. Just trying to take the excess wax off from the side, because I just don't want them to build on the side of the hive. It just irritates me, and I want to have it easier for me to be mobile. Just going to leave that there. Remember, if your smoker goes out, you've always got the water spray, so you can just get rid of the bees like that. Second frame. This beehive is developing. Every week I see it. It really surprises me. it's really weird. I'm looking at this bee and it has a very dark, distinctive tail. I'll have to go and do some research and see if it isn't another queen in there. But yeah, it's quite fat and it has a black outer shell, which is interesting because I've never seen one like that before. I'm trying to look for my queen, but it's going to be a hard task. They're obviously a little bit irritated because I've opened the beehive. It's understandable, don't be scared. You just got to get on with your part, which is checking the beehive, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm having a look. Doing good. Don't be scared of the beehive, remember that. Yep, plenty of bees doing their thing, and there's plenty of larvae in there, which I can see. Lots of capped brood. Surprising how the beehive actually develops during its existence. Still haven't seen the queen bee though. Okay, just a bit of spray. You're getting a bit irritated, don't worry, just relax. Okay, so I'm trying to look for this queen, but don't know where she is. I don't know where my queen is. I'm gonna put this back. Don't watch that. There's a lot of excess wax, which I've seen. I'm on my last, you could say, four spread, four. Not entirely sure what I did there. I just squashed a bunch of cells which had larvae in it, but I just hope there's no cross-contamination in regards to anything. Still trying to look for this queen bee, man. Second to last frame. Can't do is see the queen on this last frame. I've been looking for her with the red dot, haven't seen her, and there's no sign of her, which is surprising. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Right, so we're gonna put back all the frames. to take this off, put this to one side. They seem a bit irritated. Just going to give them a good spray. Funny enough, they're not actually reacting to the spray up, so I'll need to start off. Right, I'm going to put the Phoenix with its super. Put it on an angle, twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. Then you put the crown board back on. Your crown board back on at an angle. Look, you're trying to secure the beehive. Obviously there's going to be some kind of casualties there, so don't worry about it. You're going to lose a few bees here and there. Okay, now time to put on the roof. Put the roof on, secured it. I'm happy with that. It all looks good, it all looks tight. Gonna put some bricks on it. I'm going to do a bit of a clear up. You can see that has plenty of larvae in there. I took it off because it was at the end of the frame and I just thought I'd do a bit of a clean up. I'll probably burn that in my burner. I'm gonna take all of this wax, all of this stuff, yeah, this stuff as well has larvae in it as well. Best thing to do with those kind of combs, excess combs with larvae and all the little bits, is just to burn it in your smoker. so you don't try not to cross-contaminate. Good hygiene, good sense of cleanliness as well, near outside the hive and also inside the hive. I'm just going to secure the beehive. And that's it. That's me done. Remember to clean up after you've done your inspection. Have a bucket of soapy water so you can sanitize your hands and your tools. Anyway, until next time, have a nice weekend, have a nice week, and see you hopefully next week.
Thank you.